Hello and welcome to Election Exchange. I'm Parikshat Luthra. Here are the key headlines at this hour. 58 constituencies in 6 states and union territories go to polls in the 6th phase of Lok Sabha elections. 889 candidates are in the fray in the second last round of elections. BJP had won 40 of these seats in 2019, while the Congress could not win any of these seats. Voting held for 7 Delhi Lok Sabha seats. The BJP had won all in 2019. The Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are contesting polls in an alliance this time. Haryana goes to polls as well. The BJP had swept the state in 2019, winning all 10 Lok Sabha seats. 26 seats in the Hindi heartland of UP, Bihar, Jharkhand went to polls. This includes 14 seats in UP. The BJP had won almost 9 of them in 2019. Polling season concludes in Jharkhand with voting taking place for the remaining 4 Lok Sabha seats. 8 seats in West Bengal and 6 seats in Odisha also go to polls today. It's a tough fight between the BJP and Trinamool Congress in Bengal. Tamluk seat is a key battle where former High Court Judge Abhijit Ganguly is contesting on a BJP ticket. In Odisha, it's a 3-way contest between the BJP and the Congress party. The main Pradhans, Ambit Patra, are the big faces from the BJP. "58 seats across 8 states and union territories went to polls today amid a severe heatwave alert across North India. The BJP had won 40 of these seats in the last general election. The principal opposition party, Congress, did not win any. Post today's 486 seats would have completed polling. The remaining 57 will go to polls next Saturday. There has been an average voter turnout of 66% in the first 5 phases of the Lok Sabha polls. First, let's turn the spotlight to the national capital. Voting was held across all 7 Delhi Lok Sabha seats. The BJP had won all of them in 2019. However, this time the party had changed 6 of their 7 sitting MPs. The AAP and the Congress, which had contested solo last time, are in alliance. The Met Department had issued a yellow alert for Delhi, forecasting temperature to soar above 44 degrees Celsius. President Draupadi Murmu cast her vote at an all-women polling booth inside the Rashtrapati Bhavan complex, which comes under the New Delhi constituency. Top politicians also got inked. Union ministers S. Jaishankar, Hardeep Puri were among the early voters. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal cast his vote along with family members. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi cast their vote as well. Top corporate leaders and industrialists based out of Delhi also voted. This includes Sunil and Rajan Mittal of the Bharti Group, Sunil Munjal of Hero Enterprises, Ajay Bijli of PVR Inox, Vijay Shekhar Sharma of Paytm, and Onkar Singh Kanwar, Chairman, Apollo Tyres. All right, we are getting a report from Yash Goyal from Delhi. Let's play that out for you.
We are standing at a polling booth here in the national capital and in particular in the New Delhi constituency. Well, looking at the numbers at large here in the national capital, it seems that the Delhiites have once again disappointed. In fact, in the previous years also, we have seen how the voting percentage has gradually dipped here in the national capital when it comes to the Lok Sabha polls. And this time around also across the national capital, it seems that this time around voter turnout will actually be lower from the previous years. In fact, this is an image I like to show you. In fact, you can see in these visuals, I've been reporting from this very spot since morning, and I can tell you that the voters are trickling in at a very brisk pace and the numbers are not quite up to the mark here in the national capital. Well, this time around, the BJP, what they were saying from this very seat, they will win comfortably. So, because they have pitted Sushma Swaraj's daughter, Bansuri Swaraj, from this very place. In fact, this time around, a lot of chatter is about the turnout which Delhi is going to witness. But as of now, it seems that numbers are actually slow. The people are not coming and voting in very large numbers, probably because of the heat which the national capital is facing, or some other things which the people, which the politicians were not able to actually communicate right to the people.
हम लोग जो हैं अभी वोट किए हैं, तो आप देख रहे हैं कि मैं इस बूथ में फर्स्ट मेल वोटर हूं। अब ये मतदान जो होता है, सब हम तो चाहते हैं कि भारी संख्या में आज वोट पड़े, क्योंकि ये देश के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा निर्णय का समय है। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि देश जो है, दिल्ली के वोटर भी विकसित भारत और मोदी सरकार को एक बार और वोट देंगे और एक बार और मोदी सरकार वापस आएगी।
Country is voting for is development. आप उसके बात कर लेते हैं. Development and the solid performance of the government insofar as development is concerned. That development is embodied in the figures, no matter which way you look at it. If you look at the urban sector, what was the performance of the previous dispensation in 10 years between 2004 and 14? The total expenditure was what the expenditure we incurred is 11 times more. If you look at the Ayushman Bharat scheme, 50 crore people have benefited from it.
We still have millions of people living in poverty. We need to figure out a way to ensure that they are not supported by subsidies, but their capabilities are increased and enhanced. And we are also a unique nation that we are building physical and digital infrastructure at the same time. Now we need to figure out a way to get early adoption of both of these by as large a section of our population as possible. So that, I think, is an important issue. The other is our position in the world, I think. India's global positioning has significantly enhanced and improved in the last 20 or 30 years, specifically in the last 10 years. We need to take advantage of this, to build on top of this, to catapult India, India's economy, India's global relations literally to the next level.
India is in a very sweet spot as we see how the global economy and the global challenges are. We are growing at a rapid pace, and I'm sure the new government that comes into play will make sure that the path continues, not only for 5 years, but even the years to come. And the economic agenda is pretty much set. Digital India is on its path, and we are seeing the way it has gone down into the last mile, as I call it, is helping the economy. So that's one thing that will happen. A bit on GST, we keep hearing that some simplification needs to be done, because that will also mitigate a lot of probably challenges that small and medium industries do face that.
Very smooth and very well organized. Excellent. Didn't take me too long. And I feel very good for fulfilling my duty as a citizen. Well, India should grow, people should get, employment, and India should prosper. That's the most important thing.
My only expectation is that we need a stable government and we need stable policies. And I'm sure, industry needs only stable policy and stable government.
Okay. So outlook for the Indian economy?
Looks positive.
Okay.
All the actions which are there already in place, it will be very positive and very progressive.
See, India is not on the verge of takeoff, it has already taken off. It's that more and more people are noticing us now and noticing that, yes, there is something of substance here. It's not just a one-off sort of a rocket which has gone into the space. So I think it's very important. My only belief is that we will get a government which will be stable, because I think our polity is mature, and the direction of growth, whoever comes will take it forward. But what we would like is a stable administration. We would like there to be development for everybody.
Look, India has a momentum, and I want expansion of that momentum. and there is, I believe, the golden age that I'm privileged to be part of. My parents or the grandparents versus today, the world has changed and India is winning. So I wanted to amplify and commit to that win of India. I believe that government has a right attention towards financial inclusion. A formal financial inclusion, formal economy is the truest way for India's growth. When India's growth reaches every nook and corner of the country, together we all of us grow. That is exactly what they are focused on, and I believe that there will be even more amplification of the same.
There were a lot of startups which had started registering themselves outside India, but if you see in the last few months also, there are a lot of startups which are coming back to India. So, there is what do you call it, ghar वापसी happening for a lot of things. घर पे ही production हो रही है, घर पे ही companies register हो रही है. हमारा घर मतलब हमारा देश, हमारा भारत. So it's good what is happening, and I hope that this momentum continues. And startups need a lot of help. If you see globally also, startups need help from the government to go beyond one level, and I hope that's what happened in the past, and I hope that continues in the future too.
I don't think so, because these issues have been raised in the past. Many election commissioners, including past chief election commissioners, not all of whom are necessarily sympathetic to the current government, have said that these concerns are quite unwarranted. EVMs are as safe can be. It's not as if there weren't electoral malpractices when there were no EVMs. It is also true that with EVMs, those electoral malpractices become much less. So I think this is a non-issue.
It was very well organized. My compliments to the Election Commission of India. It was very easy, very simple, very, very technically savvy. We are doing very well. We've grown at last 3 quarters at 8.3% plus. We will continue to do very well. We've carried out structural reforms in the economy. We've digitized our economy. We've done a lot of capex expenditure on infrastructure. So all this will pay us rich dividends in the future.
All right, that was Amitabh Kant and a whole host of industry leaders voting and speaking to CNBC TV 18 in Delhi. My colleague Timsi Jaipuriya interacted with some voters at the civil lines polling booth to understand their priorities and the change they expect with the new government.
Ma'am, you were here to vote. What have you voted for? Development, health, education? What were your priorities before pressing the magic button?
It's a development overall.
What were your priorities?
It's a development throughout. The country is developing, and it is this thing. Its name is coming on the world map, so I like that. It's a developing, especially the you can say BPL. They have uplifted. Last government has uplifted them, so I'm really happy for that.
What about you? What were your priorities?
Same with me. I love the work that is going on. India is progressing. I can feel the youth is getting name recognition. Everybody is having a say in the word. So India is heard. That is the most important thing that I've seen in near future. And I hope for the development to go on and the public to be aware of their importance, so that they should vote and cast their vote and look for a good government.
So what were your priorities when you were pressing the button? Was it growth? Was it education? Was it unemployment? Was it more business or inflation? What was bothering you and what were the priorities?
My clear focus is I want a government that can provide development as far as infrastructure is concerned, as far as education is concerned, and most important, peace all across. That's my priority. That's what I voted for. Thank you.
So that were some voters who voted for development, who liked that India is shining on the global map, and yes, peace, that's the word coming in from the voters.
All right, thanks Timsi for getting us that vote and also the experiences of voters in Delhi. Shifting focus to Haryana now, where 10 Lok Sabha constituencies and 1 assembly seat go to polls today. While the BJP is contesting on all 10, the Congress is contesting 9. The Aam Aadmi Party, which is in an alliance with the Congress, is contesting won. 223 candidates are in the fray, including prominent figures like former Chief Minister and BJP candidate Manohar Lal Khattar. Congress's Kumari Shelja is contesting from Sirsa, while Dipender Hooda is in the fray from Rohtak. The BJP had secured a clean sweep in Haryana during the 2019 general elections, winning all 10 Lok Sabha seats. Top leaders of the BJP, including Prime Minister Modi, Union Ministers Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh and Nitin Gadkari, made all efforts to garner support for the BJP. From the India bloc, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal also campaigned in Haryana to appeal to voters. Regional parties, including Dushyant Chautala's Janayak Janata Party and Abhay Chautala's Lokdal, are also in the fray. Dhirendra Chaudhary gets us the latest from Rohtak on the key constituencies from battleground Haryana.
हरियाणा में लोकसभा की 10 सीटें हैं। अगर 2019 की बात करें तो सभी पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जीत दर्ज की थी, लेकिन इस बार मिजाज पब्लिक का वैसा नहीं है जैसा 2019 का था। रोहतक सीट काफी हॉट सीट मानी जाती है, जो कि कांग्रेस पार्टी पिछली बार गंवा गई महज 7,500 वोटों से, लेकिन इस बार कांग्रेस पार्टी को यहां से बढ़त मिलती नजर आ रही है। इसके अलावा करनाल सीट ऐसी है जहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बढ़त मिलती नजर आ रही है और एक गुरुग्राम सीट जिस पर राव इंद्रजीत चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। इससे पहले भी वो 2 बार कांग्रेस पार्टी की टिकट पर चुनाव जीते थे, 2 बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी, इस बार फिर से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की टिकट पर मैदान में है, वो भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिलती नजर आ रही है। बाकी 7 सीटें काफी क्लोज फाइट में है। अगर कुरुक्षेत्र की हम बात करें तो कुरुक्षेत्र पर इंडिया गठबंधन का प्रत्याशी है, वहां काफी क्लोज फाइट है। इसके अलावा अंबाला, सिरसा, हिसार, भिवानी, महेंद्रगढ़ और फरीदाबाद ऐसी सीटें हैं और इसके अलावा सोनीपत की भी अगर बात करें तो ये इन सब में काफी क्लोज फाइट है। यानी कि हरियाणा इस बार 2019 जैसा बदलाव शायद हरियाणा के अंदर नहीं दिखाई पड़ेगा। इस बार हरियाणा में दोनों पार्टियां आमने सामने की फाइट में है, नतीजा कुछ भी हो सकता है।
All right, we'll take a short break at this point, but coming up next, we will focus on the heartland. 26 seats across Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar went to polls. That and much more on the other side. Welcome back. 8 seats in West Bengal went to polls. The BJP had won 5 of them in 2019, while the TMC had won 3. The key constituencies to watch out for were Tamluk and Kanti. These 2 seats are considered to be a bastion of the famous Adhikari family. Political analysts have interpreted the contest in these 2 seats as a prestige battle for Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and Bengal opposition leader Suvendu Adhikari. Sanay Ghosh is joining us from West Midinipur on the key constituencies.
देखिए, पार्लियामेंट्री इलेक्शन का ये जो चुनाव का जो ये दफा है, बंगाल में इसे बोला जा रहा है लाल मिट्टी का चुनाव, क्योंकि बंगाल के पश्चिम के जो जिला है उन सब जिलों में ये वोट आज चल रहा है और इसी चुनाव के इस दफा में आज कुछ अतरंगी फाइट्स देखने को मिलेगा, क्योंकि कुछ अनप्रेडिक्टेबल फाइट्स इस दफा में हम लोगों को देखने को मिल रहा है। इसीलिए क्योंकि 2019 में जब पार्लियामेंट्री इलेक्शन हुआ था उस टाइम की बात करें तो कुछ सीट्स जैसे तुमलुक, जैसे कांथी, इन सब जगहों पे बंगाल का रूलिंग पार्टी टीएमसी जीता था वहां से। लेकिन इस बार मतलब 2024 में जो लोग वहां से जीते थे वो अभी भाजपा के कैंडिडेट्स हैं और भाजपा में अभी वो दाखिल हुए हैं और कुछ सीट्स ऐसे भी हैं जो झारग्राम जैसे कुछ सीट जहां पे जो जीता था वहां से वो अभी टीएमसी का मेंबर है। मतलब ऐसे कुछ अतरंगी फाइट्स जहां पे जो लोग थे वहां पे, जो लोग पहली बार वहां से फाइट किए थे वो सब अपना दल चेंज करके अभी दूसरे पार्टी से वो लोग फाइट कर रहे हैं, कुछ फाइट्स नहीं कर रहे हैं, कुछ नए कैंडिडेट्स हैं, कुछ है कि टॉलीवुड के जो फिल्म स्टार्स हैं वो लोग आपस में लड़ रहे हैं, जैसे घाटाल की कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में ऐसे कुछ अतरंगी फाइट्स देखने को मिल रहा है इस 6वीं दफा में। डेफिनेटली रिजल्ट क्या आएगा इसके ऊपर बहुत डिपेंड करेगा। बंगाल का जो एकदम कंप्लीट जो रिजल्ट आएगा उसमें से ये फेज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने जा रहा है, क्योंकि वेस्टर्न साइड का जो जिला है उन सब जिलाओं के रिजल्ट के ऊपर भाजपा के सीट्स कितने जाएंगे, कितने दूर तक जाएंगे, ये बहुत डिपेंड करता है।
All right, from West Bengal, let's move to Bihar, where 8 Lok Sabha constituencies went to polls. It's a fierce battle between the NDA and the India Alliance. The state sends 40 MPs to parliament, making it a significant part of the new government formation. The JDU is contesting on 4 seats, which was won by the BJP 5 years ago. Prime Minister Modi was in Bihar today. He addressed a huge public gathering in Buxar. He said today's voting has shown India Alliance their place.
दिन प्रतिदिन जैसे चुनाव आगे बढ़ रहा है वैसे भाषा में भारी गिरावट आ रही है और ऐसी भाषा वो बोल रहे हैं जिससे उनके समर्थकों को भी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। विरोधी तो छोड़ो, प्रधानमंत्री के जो समर्थक हैं उनको भी उनकी भाषा पसंद नहीं आ रही। ये बिहार है, लोकतंत्र की जननी है, इनको काम की बात करनी चाहिए। बिहार के लोग सामाजिक रूप से बड़े जागरूक समाज है, पॉलिटिकल लोग हैं यहाँ। आपके झूठ और फरेब से, प्रचार से कुछ काम चलने वाला नहीं है प्रधानमंत्री जी।
From Haryana to Uttar Pradesh, 14 constituencies voted in the state today. 470 candidates have filed their nominations in UP, the highest in any state. It's a three-way battle between BJP-led NDA, which is the ruling party in the state, against Congress, Samajwadi Party Alliance and the BSP. Some close battlegrounds to be watched include Sultanpur, where sitting MP Maneka Gandhi will be contesting against candidates of the Samajwadi Party and the BSP for her 9th term. In the 2019 polls, Bharatiya Janata Party won 9 out of 14 seats, followed by the Samajwadi Party, which won 4 seats. Rajiv Singh reports from Sultanpur.
लोकसभा चुनाव के छठे चरण के तहत आज उत्तर प्रदेश के सुल्तानपुर में भी शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से मतदान संपन्न कराया जा रहा है। यहां पर बीजेपी ने स्थानीय सांसद मेनका गांधी को अपना उम्मीदवार बनाया है, तो वहीं दूसरी ओर इंडिया गठबंधन ने राम भुआल निषाद को बीजेपी के खिलाफ उतारा है। यूं तो सुल्तानपुर में 9 उम्मीदवार अपना किस्मत आजमाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, लेकिन जो सीधी लड़ाई है वो बीजेपी और इंडिया गठबंधन के बीच देखने को मिल रही है। सुल्तानपुर के स्थानीय लोगों की बात करें तो उनका मुख्य मुद्दा विकास और जो मूलभूत सुविधाएं हैं वो बताया जा रहा है, उन्हीं को लेकर वो वोट करने का दावा करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। हालांकि सुल्तानपुर में खास बात ये देखने को मिल रही है कि अधिकांश सीटों पर जहां बीजेपी के उम्मीदवारों को लेकर कुछ नाराजगी देखने को मिल रही है, तो यहां पर सुल्तानपुर में राष्ट्रीय मुद्दों से अधिक स्थानीय सांसद के कार्य जो हैं वो विपक्ष पर भारी पड़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। यहाँ पर मेनका गांधी को माताश्री के नाम से पुकारा जाता है और उनके कामों की तारीफ विपक्ष और विपक्ष के कार्यकर्ता भी करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। लेकिन दलगत राजनीति के कारण विपक्ष ये दावा कर रहा है कि इस बार वो मेनका गांधी को यहाँ से कड़ी टक्कर देंगे, लेकिन फिलहाल कहीं न कहीं जो मतदाता हैं वो स्थानीय सांसद के कार्यों को लेकर खुशी जाहिर कर रहे हैं और उसी के आधार पर वोट देने का भी दावा कर रहे हैं। लेकिन किसका पलड़ा भारी होगा ये आने वाले 4 जून को ही पता लगेगा। कैमरामैन रवि गुप्ता के साथ राजीव प्रताप सिंह, न्यूज 18 सुल्तानपुर।
Moving to Odisha, where 6 Lok Sabha seats went to polls today. It's a three-way fight between the BJP and the Congress party. The Sambalpur seat is one of the most keenly watched fights, where BJP's Dharmendra Pradhan is fighting against BJD's Pranav Prakash Das. Puri is another important seat where BJP has fielded Sambit Patra against Biju Janata Dal's Arup Patnaik. BJD's Pinaki Mishra had defeated Sambit Patra by over 11,700 votes in 2019 during the general elections. The BJD emerged as the front-runner in Odisha, taking 12 of the 21 seats of the 6 seats that saw voting today. BJD had won 4, while BJP had won 2 in 2019. We have Satyajit Senapati joining us from Bhubaneswar to take us through the key constituencies.
Third phase in Odisha and 6th phase in Bharat, our voting is going on. After 3 p.m. the voting percentage is going in Odisha. There are Bhubaneswar 42.53%, in Cuttack 43.52%, Dhenkanal 50.40%, Keonjhar 53.29%, Puri 48.71% and Sambalpur 52.77% are going approximately voting turnout. In this phase, about 6 Lok Sabha constituency and 42 Assembly constituency is voting. The peoples are voting in this phase. Odisha's main political party Biju Janata Dal, the government ruling party, and against the main opposition party Bharatiya Janata Party is contesting against others. In this phase, Bharatiya Janata Party, the main top leader, the national figures, Dharmendra Pradhan, Central Minister, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan are contesting in Sambalpur. Same as the against Dharmendra Pradhan, Pranab Prakash Das, the organizing secretary, the third most top leader in Odisha in Biju Janata Dal. They will against contest in Dharmendra Pradhan. Same as in Puri, Sambit Patra, national spokesperson of BJP, they will contesting in Puri Lok Sabha constituency against Sambit Patra. Arup Patnaik, former DGP police, is contesting against him in Biju Janata Dal. Same like Bhubaneswar, Aparajita Sarangi, national spokesperson, is contesting. So that a big faces are fighting in this phase.
Meanwhile, voting was held for the Anantnag-Rajouri constituency in South Jammu and Kashmir today. Former Chief Minister and PDP Supremo Mehbooba Mufti is in the fray. The NCP has fielded Mia Altaf. BJP-backed Apni Party Zafar Iqbal is also contesting. Mehbooba Mufti said that the election is being rigged and has alleged that her party workers and polling agents were being detained by the police without any reason. Isha Anwani gets us the latest from Anantnag.
As we speak, polling is on Anantnag-Rajouri Lok Sabha seat, which has been redrawn by the Delimitation Commission, where Poonch and Rajouri districts have been added to the Anantnag Lok Sabha seat. Now, this is an interesting battle which is unfolding between Mehbooba Mufti, Mia Altaf, and other leaders who are trying their luck on this particular seat. Apni Party has fielded Zafar Manhas, and there is no doubt that the BJP did not contest directly, but they have chosen to support Apni Party and People's Conference, which they say are the like-minded parties of the BJP. While there has been criticism by the opposition on the BJP staying away, but BJP says that on the right time, they will give all the answers to the opposition. The polling percentage is heartening. There has been continuous rise in the number of polling percentages in Kashmir on all the three seats that we have seen, and a similar trend is possibly going to be repeated on this seat. Now remember, Mehbooba Mufti has been going to people saying that there's a vote against 370, and all the regional political parties have been going out with that one particular agenda. We have seen that development, jobs, unemployment, and several other factors like bringing universities roads to their areas has been one of the key factors in the rural parts of Kashmir Valley. While one has to wait and see, because Centre has been saying the poll percentage rise is a direct cause of the steps that they had taken in regard to August 5, 2019, when the application of Article 370 took place.
All right, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Election Exchange. We leave you with some inspiring visuals of senior citizens who braved the extreme heat and age-related ailments to come out of their homes to cast their vote, exhibiting their strong commitment to civic duty and democracy.